Greg Trevaskis. I'm approaching 61 years of age, married to Helen. I have two children, Sam and Rebecca, aged 25 and 23 respectively. I have practiced as a cardiothoracic anaesthetist for about the last 20 years and 10 years before that as a general anaesthetist. And I've been forced into retirement by this illness. Most of my life was consumed by my job, which was my main interest. And I was in solo private practice for most of that time, beholden to my referrers, the surgeons I worked with, just a couple of surgeons, and I felt insecure because it was really at their whim whether or not they used me as their anaesthetist. So any position I got myself into financially could decay and fall apart very rapidly if that changed. So that's one reason why I was very concerned about making sure about my future financial security and making sure the family was looked after. As far as life insurance goes, there were so many products on the market that for me to try and research it and pick the best one was an impossibility. I've known Andrew for longer than I can remember, and his advice really has been the thing that saved me. I mean, I was trying to minimise my outgoings. You look at this amount of money that goes out each year, you're the same person. It seems like money down the drain. He was advising me against decreasing it or getting rid of it.
We managed to reduce premiums and keep the cover by looking into options such as having a longer waiting period for Greg's income protection. From the perspective of the benefits that were payable, they were still maintained at the levels prior to the premiums being reduced.
I can remember after coming out of the anaesthetic, listening to all of the other patients in a row who'd had their endoscopies done that day, and the endoscopist saying, you know, everything's okay, you know, you can go home now. And then he came to my bed and nothing happened, and I was the only one left there, and thought this is not a good sign.
After we learnt the devastating news from Greg and Helen, my thoughts were, how does this happen to a man who has dedicated his life to saving lives, working in the medical profession as an anaesthetist? You know, it just leaves you with how.
And he said, no, the histology shows that it's not gastric, it's actually a pancreatic cancer that's actually eroding through the stomach wall. You know, at best, you've probably got a year.
At that point, we thought, all right, everything that we've put in place, how is this going to work? What is the good news? So we recommended Zurich on the basis that they provide very good benefits for the premiums that are charged, so you know, what we refer to as bang for your buck, and they have an ability to pay claims, as this case has shown, when the funds are needed the most.
The claims process was easy. I mean, it was a lot easier than I thought it would ever be. I just rang Andrew and told him that of my diagnosis, that we'd need to use those policies a lot earlier than I'd anticipated, and that was it really. From then on, I was hardly involved. He took care of everything.
With the assistance of their insurer Zurich, their lifestyle has been able to be maintained from what was first a payment from trauma and also a terminal illness payment from life insurance, and to date income insurance payments which have continued.
It's been so easy, and we've been able to live so well because of it, that it's become easy to forget that this is happening.
I can only imagine if the cover was not in place as to what the circumstance financially may have looked like.
It's the most important thing. That's why I did it. So she'd be all right.
it's just given me peace of mind about the future. I've just so many other things that I've been worrying about as far as Greg's concerned. I don't think I would have been able to cope if I didn't have financial security, and it's just taken a great weight off my mind. So I'm so pleased that he's had it, and I think Zurich have been brilliant the way they've just paid every month. There it is. It's been a great relief.
Apart from, wanting to look after the family, but it was just a lesson every day that something's going to happen around the corner. It is going to happen, and you've got to be prepared for it.